Hello, my beautiful people. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Do you feel like you're in a rut? Do you feel like, you are in the middle of a project, so you've executed the start, you have your vision and the end goal, and you're somewhere stuck in the middle? And it doesn't feel like there's movement, where you're in the middle of God's promise and you know what He's promised you. And for whatever reason, you're moving towards it, but it doesn't feel like you're moving anywhere. Well, you're in the right place. Watch this video to the end. I'm going to be giving some tips and tricks and little things I've learned and picked up over the years and that I'm currently doing. I myself feel like I'm stuck in a rut. I want to implement the things that I'm implementing and give them over to you. If they help, great. I'm going to go on this journey. It's going to be like a little challenge, and I'll continuously update and just let you guys know where I'm at and see where I'm at in 30 days from now. And if I just stay consistent on this regimen that I'm about to give you guys, it should work out, right? We should see a noticeable difference at the end. I used to be really good with all these things, and the last couple of years, the last 18 months or so, 20 months have just been super hard. And one day I will dive into some of that stuff, but it's been a show, to say the least. Getting back on track, I have a lot of things that I need to do. So I want to share this with you guys. Number one, I would say just accept that you're different. If you're watching this right now, you're probably someone who wants to be their best, who wants to, not be perfect, but have, a grace of excellence. You're definitely not watching this video if you're lazy, if you don't want to do anything with your life, and nothing wrong with that. It's just not the way that I want to live. And, when I've looked around, and I don't know if anyone else here felt like this, let me know in the comments. If you've looked around and you've seen what everyone's doing and you're like, I don't want that for my life. I don't want that for my life. You start growing, you start showing up for yourself and changing, growing. And the people around you, you can see the problems that they have, and you just offer tips, you offer tricks. And I know it's part of my calling to help people. And that's part of the reason why I started this channel, is because it's my purpose. I feel like it's embedded in my purpose to help. I'm trying to help the people that are my loved ones around me, friends, family, and no one wants my help. And people just like to have excuses for where they are. People like to be stuck, even though they're trapped in a negative familiar, if you will, for lack of a better term right now. It's familiar to them. So notice those things, realize that you're different, and it's okay. And just continue moving forward, strive for your best, and just try to figure out your own calling. Number two is make a schedule for yourself. So journal, schedule, a planner, however you want to look at it. Have some daily goals, some weekly goals, and monthly goals. And I personally use the Panda Planner, and it looks something like this. I'm going ahead and I'm going to start all this stuff. So today I had produced my video at lunch today, and I went to go do that, and then something went wrong with the tech. I had the video pretty much all the way done, and I did a hand gesture and it stopped the video. Needless to say, I took that off. It stopped the video. I didn't know, and I kept going, and then realized it stopped the video. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to do this again. So the enemy only comes against you when you're about to do something big and great for yourself. Just always remember that. So I'm going to do that now. My next one would be, after this, do a Spanish lesson because I am moving to Mexico, and I haven't revealed yet though where. So in whatever you're going to do, if you're going to do your schedule, journal, planner, whatever it is, I would also do it in the morning. And the first thing you do in the morning before you leave, just set aside 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and go into what you're grateful for, what you're excited for, what you're looking forward to. And sometimes you don't really know how to do those things. Gratefulness it's a practice, honestly. And then the more you do it, the more smaller and minuscule things start to seem, but you're so grateful for them because they're every part of they're a part of your everyday life. And like for instance, I'm grateful for my home, my family, the people in my life who love me, who believe in me, support me. I'm grateful for my job, my vehicle, all the little things that I feel like God has blessed me with. I'm grateful for it. And then I can get down to even like the Panda Planner. I'm grateful that I'm in a first world country where I have the luxury to be depressed. You know what I mean? I just saw a video today. That's why I said that. And it made sense that it's a luxury to just feel sad. And there's people in third world countries that are surviving, having to survive, and not knowing where their next meal is, and having to do whatever they can to put food on the table. You know what I mean? Or it's just crazy watching some of those videos. But number three, that leads me into number 3. Do something that you know that you need to do. And what I mean by that is like those little projects that are on your list that you don't get to, you procrastinate on, and for whatever reason, they just get put to the side because they're not super important. However, they are taking up mental space. They are taking up stress, mental stress, whether you are constantly thinking about them or not. They're just a ding in your energy and they zap your energy, and you don't need that. For instance, I need to do my garage. I need to clean it out and start throwing stuff away. Every time I come home, every time I pull into that garage, I see the garage, I know that I need to do it, and what do? I go upstairs and I don't do it, or I don't set a time, set a day, set some time aside to do it, even though I know I could. It just needs to get done. And the more that you don't do that, a lot of times that'll make you feel like you're not moving. Like a lot of the times that'll make you feel like you're stuck in a rut, or you feel like there's a little hint of depression because all these little things are taking hits of your mental capacity. And we are limited. We are limited on our mental capacity. And so you really got to be choosy on what you do with that. And then let's take a step further, go back to the list or your schedule for yourself. Let's do tasks that you know you need to do. Put everything down, write it all down, get it out of your brain, put it here, and then slowly start moving things into your schedule. Don't overwhelm yourself. If you don't have anything on your schedule, the coolest thing is you can just put do the dishes. Just put 1 or 2 things that you know you can complete and start there, where whatever that looks like for you. Number 4, I would say read a book. Set some time aside to read a book. Me personally, it's always controversial saying that to people. They're like, oh, I don't like reading. Oh, I'm not good at reading. And I get it. I have ADD, and not like, I have ADD, but like clinically diagnosed ADD. I'm neurodivergent. I have other little things too. I have slight dyslexia. Words jump around on the page. I can read a whole page and not remember anything. I have to go back and read it again. Sometimes have to go back and read it 3 times. But what I'm saying to you, it's a skill set. Even myself at my best, I was able to power through some pages. It took a few years to get there. But, I dropped it, and it is one of the things, if you don't use it, you lose it, for me at least. And I don't really like reading, I'm going to be honest, but I like the person that I become after every single book that I read. And me personally, whether I like to read self-help stuff that's going to help me grow my mind, my body, my soul. Those things interest me. I don't like reading, so it doesn't make sense for me to read a fantasy novel or something. I'd watch one, and even then, I don't really watch movies that much these days. But what I'm saying is whatever book that you want to read, even if it's 5 minutes, set a timer and then start slowly increasing that week by week and see how much that helps you with clarity. It's also meditative. You're reading something, you're learning something, or you're just unplugging, but in a healthy way. You're putting your focus on something. You're basically doing abs for your brain. You know what I mean? So get that brain strong, keep it working, keep it firing. And number 5, I believe, I want to say pray. And whatever that looks like for you. If you don't have a faith, me personally, I believe Lord Jesus is my savior. But you don't have to, like you can just meditate for 5 minutes a day. And meditation, work your way up to like maybe 10 minutes or even 15 is great too. But meditating isn't about quieting your brain. It isn't about not thinking of anything. It is sitting down, being quiet, and taking a mental assessment of your body, scanning your body from head to toe. There's plenty of things that you can get on YouTube, guided meditation, 10-minute guided meditation that'll help you. And it really calms your brain down. It's not about like quieting everything out. And me, someone who has ADD, who has trouble not thinking a thought, it helps. You don't have to not think thoughts. You train your brain to, it's really a focusing practice, and you really train your brain. If you are neurodivergent, I encourage you highly to do meditative work, but also pray. If that's your thing, then whether you're praying to God, whether you're praying to the universe or what have you, prayer is significantly helpful, especially when you're doing it in a positive way, praying for other people, praying for just positive things. You'd be surprised how much further you get. And then last but not least, practice gratitude. And going back to gratitude and having an attitude of gratitude. This is our dream wall, dream out loud, but we are in the process of moving, so we took all the stuff down. But I did leave up a positive attitude is your choice. It's your choice, and a attitude of gratitude is also your choice. So no matter what you're going through, you can be positive about it. You can be grateful about it, and take the L, take the lesson, and have a gratitude for it. You know, like, yeah, I didn't win, but at least I learned this or that. With that said, I just want to encourage you guys to continue loving yourself, continue doing your absolute best. And if you found any value in this, please like and subscribe. My name is Cecil, and I wish you guys a great day. I love you guys very much.